It's time for Business Now here on Zodiak. My name is Banda. Today we have Business Now exclusive, and my guest today is Director General for the Malawi Bureau of Standards, Dr. Bernard Tole. He is new in office, having been appointed on 1st March. Let's begin by getting to know the new Director General who is holding Malawi Bureau of Standards.
I am Bernard Tole, as you have rightly introduced me, and I am an educationist and a manager. I taught in secondary schools of Malawi and then joined the Bureau of Standards in 1996. So I worked with the Bureau of Standards as a standards development manager.
So you're not new?
So I am not very new. So after working with the Bureau of Standards, I went to join the University of Malawi, where I studied industrial applied chemistry and rose to the position of associate professor. I have been with the University of Malawi for 20 years now. Now, it is called Malawi University of Business and Applied Sciences,
MUBAS,
which used to be Polytechnic. Yes. So I was appointed on 1st March to now head the Malawi Bureau of Standards. So basically, I'm an educationist, a manager, and also an industrial applied chemist.
From the experience that you amassed during your stay here and your return, how are you going to apply that to your current position?
The standardization, quality assurance, and metrology is a complex but very interesting area where you do require a mixture of expertise. And I'm happy that we do have that human capacity here at the Bureau of Standards. And therefore, my work is to manage and facilitate the direction of the organization. I have experience as in standardization, and I also have experience in leadership. When I was in the university, I led the School of Science and Technology at Polytechnic for 5 years. As Dean, yes. And I also managed student welfare for some 2 years. I was a member of the University of Malawi Council for 2 years, and that experience will help to sustain the gains that the Bureau of Standards has made over the years. The Bureau has grown, and together with the heads of various departments, we want to sustain those gains and move forward.
I'm led to believe that with your experience here at the Bureau and with your experience and expertise elsewhere, I want to know, you are just new in office, having been appointed on 1st March, as I earlier introduced. What plans and vision do you have for this organization moving forward?
My vision is to promote a quality culture in the internal customers and external customers through a strengthened standardization, quality assurance, and metrology services in Malawi, while optimizing the resource envelope. Because we need to function, offer the services while optimizing the resource envelope so that we can do more with less.
You are obviously new in office, but over time, the Malawi Bureau of Standards has been embroiled in legal issues in your quest towards ensuring that there's compliance to standards, quality assurance, and all that. Let's first of all start by asking how big a challenge this is.
It is a challenge, but not very big, because we are supported by statutes, an act of parliament. And we have the regulatory framework where we, from time to time, we make reference to So all our services, all our endeavors in SQUAM are based on the provision from the law.
When you say SQUAM, that's the
Standardization, quality assurance, and metrology.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So in short, it's SQUAM.
SQUAM, yes.
Okay.
So all these are based on what is provided by the law, the MBS Act. And therefore, yes, we do get legal suits. However, we are not disturbed because what we do is backed by the law. We refer these matters as management to our legal counsel.
So you have a stable legal counsel
We have
here
a very stable legal counsel, very helpful. When we are making decisions, the legal counsel is involved to review our decision vis-a-vis what is provided by the law. And therefore, our decisions are vetted by our legal counsel against the law. And when we are challenged as an institution, as a regulator, we go through the process. We refer to our legal counsel with support from the appropriate department. Then the legal counsel handles the matter.
Interesting. I'm also led to believe that the Malawi Bureau of Standards is at the center of ensuring the growth of the economy. This is by realizing that small and medium enterprises depend on you giving them certification to move towards, giving services and products to the consumer out there. How are you supporting the small and medium enterprises in Malawi to ensure that they grow and contribute to this country's economy? Whether we like it or not, they are one of the major drivers to the economy.
Drivers of the economy.
Yes.
In fact, we support them in a number of ways. You may wish to know that we are in partnership with SMEDI, and the SMEDI and Malawi Bureau of Standards, they have a memorandum of understanding through which platform they are supporting micro, small, and medium enterprises through training. So we offer training to MSMEs in production processes that meet standard requirements.
So you are involved from production?
We are involved from production,
Okay.
training with relevant to requisite standards, depending on the nature of their products or their processes. And also, we have offered the MSMEs the opportunity to apply for certification at half the fees that the MBS charges, so that we can facilitate their access to our services. SMEs also have an opportunity to access our testing services at a fee. It is very difficult for a startup company to set up their own testing facilities. So as they are in the research and development process, they can access our testing facilities.
I hope they're not prohibitive for startups.
No, they are not. They are not. They can access. And to that extent, we also are planning to bring our services closer to the people. In our plans, we have projects to develop full-fledged laboratory facilities in Lilongwe and in Mzuzu, so that samples from the central region are not transported to Blantyre. They can be analyzed right there in Lilongwe. Samples from the northern region can be analyzed in Mzuzu, to bring the services closer to the people. So all these are efforts to support growth and development of our local industry, particularly the small and medium enterprises.
What are you doing to ensure that these SMEs do not only conduct business locally, but they have the potential, the capacity to export the products that they are making here? Because you are responsible for making sure that these are even export quality products. Malawi is obviously a predominantly importing nation, but at what point do we start to export? At what point is the Bureau ensuring that we start to export the products that you have clearly said you are supporting in production, training, and all that?
We have an export quality certification scheme where it is voluntary, but it is an opportunity for SMEs to participate in as they are exporting their products. And in that scheme, we do assist the exporter to meet the requisite standards of the destination of their product. So if you are exporting to Zambia, for example, the Bureau of Standards here has capacity to evaluate your product that you want to export to Zambia against the Zambian standards, so that as you're exporting, you are confident that you are already meeting the requisite standard. As at now, this scheme is voluntary. However, we want to market it because it is a good scheme. It encourages export of quality products.
Do we have the capacity from the SMEs that you're dealing with?
We have dealt with a few SMEs who have demonstrated significant capacity, and we have SMEs that are selling their products locally, but they have capacity to meet international standards.
Talking about standards and certification, you have moved from your old structures to this magnificent new facility here, which I see is still under some refurbishments. But what else have you upgraded here in terms of the standards, the quality, the assurance, and the testing?
Quite a lot, particularly in the testing services department. We now have greater capacity for various test parameters than before. You remember we were supported by UNIDO in the acquisition of high-level scientific equipment which were brought here. So we are able now to test in many different areas, such that our capacity now can assist the growth and development of industrialization. Yes.
So that's another enabler in the 2063.
An enabler in the 2063. Just yesterday, I was admiring our own testing facility for solar panels, which we did not have before. So that when an importer wants to import solar panels, we can test what is declared against the actual performance. We didn't have this before. So we have greater capacity in pesticides formulation, pesticide contamination, in food, microbiology, and in general chemistry. We have enhanced capacity.
Okay. I've been looking around. In April 2022, you had awarded 114 companies from the southern region with certificates of compliance, and in March this year, you certified 178 companies with permits, designation, and management system certificates. Explain to us the significance of these certifications, of recognizing such companies. 114 in 2022, 178 in this year alone. How crucial is this? What's the significance?
It signifies growth. It signifies growth in industry. And it is a good thing. We indeed want to do more. The certificate that we do offer, the permit and designation, gives confidence to the consumer that the product or services that they are getting from the supplier are meeting the requisite standards. So we are sure that the consumer is protected from unsafe products, the consumer is protected from unsafe processes. So we guarantee consumer protection. Secondly, confidence. The consumer has confidence in the product and processes, services that they are receiving. The other important thing about our certification is that we periodically do visit the certified organization and sample their products for testing to ensure continued compliance against the requisite standards. So our certification mark is not a one-off exercise. It designates that there is a relationship between these processes or the product with our compliance processes. So we continuously monitor. There is a monitoring mechanism for the process and the production.
I was going to go there, where you are trying to strike a balance between standards and consumer satisfaction. I am assuming you also try to work with the CFTC, and of course I know there's the COMESA commission as well that looks at the quality standards. We've seen a couple of times products being recalled on the market. When we have our own facilities, you are touting the magnificent laboratories here. How does that happen, where we have products that are on the shelves and then they are being recalled when we have our own Malawi Bureau of Standards and the Competition and Fair Trading Commission not seemingly not working together?
Actually, the recall of products is a strength of the regulatory bodies.
Is it?
Yes, it is a strength. It means that the monitoring is functional. Yes, the monitoring is functional, and where we observe that a particular batch has been produced irregularly, and we demand the recall of that batch from the market. What it means is that the regulatory authorities that you have mentioned, the Bureau of Standards, the CFT, they are functioning when products are being recalled. However, when it occurs too frequently, it may entail that our industry are not adhering to.
So the frequency shows there is laxity,
Yes,
or there is
in
not.
the industry.
But these periodical ones,
when
you are calling it a
happens
strike.
periodically, it means that our monitoring is functional.
Okay.
We have a barrier that is sieving unfit products from interfacing with the consumer. Yes.
Now, the laboratory complex and the infrastructure itself here, what value is it bringing, given the technical bottlenecks that you initially had at the previous premise?
It is bringing a lot of value. As I indicated earlier, that our testing capacity has been enhanced, and also we are able to serve our customers better because of the space. We have provided with sufficient space for the various platforms, such as the quality assurance, the testing, the metrology. So we have workshops for the metrology, for testing various equipment, which we did not have before. And we have equipment for testing and measuring, which we did not have before. So it is bringing a lot of value that we can now monitor a wider range of products and processes.
We are inside Business Now exclusive right here on Zodiac. My guest in the show today is Dr. Benator. He is the new Director General for the Malawi Bureau of Standards. We are talking about SMEs being the hub of the country's economy. They are contributing so much. I want you to, as we're drawing close to the end of the show, tell us your visions and, of course, that of the Bureau itself, and, of course, the direction that you're going to take to support these SMEs moving forward.
The Bureau of Standards is there to promote standardization, quality assurance, and metrology in Malawi, and contribute to the economic growth of the country and the health of the people. I want to contribute to this vision through efforts of promoting a quality culture within the institution and among our various stakeholders. And how do we promote that quality culture? We promote a quality culture through engagement, civic education and awareness, and also collaboration with the various stakeholders. We want significant collaboration among regulatory bodies. You know, we have a number of regulatory authorities in this country, but our goal is the same. And therefore, we want to enhance that collaboration, working together, while optimizing resource utilization. Thank you very much.
All right. Anything else that you'd like to add before we wrap up the show?
No, I want to thank you for having me as a guest, and encourage that let us keep working together, because you are an important partner in informing the nation of what is going on.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you have it from the new Director General for the Malawi Bureau of Standards, Dr. Benator. He was unpacking the vision, his vision, and of course how the Malawi Bureau of Standards is geared to supporting small and medium enterprises in the country to ensure economic growth for Malawi. I have been Alex Banda. Thank you for watching Business Now exclusive here on Zodiac. Until next time, it's goodbye.